Alice at 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Lots of excitement around the office this morning as we are about to welcome for the first time to the Alice studio, Ronny Chieng. Woo! Bring that guy in here, Ronny!
Hey!
There's your headphones.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, so I'm super excited to meet you.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be in San Francisco.
Are you?
Yeah. Still,
This can't possibly be your first time.
second time now.
Oh, boy.
Birthplace of trams, of Bruce Lee, of
Did you say of trams?
Bubba guys. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for having me in. Always love coming down here. Great city. Beautiful weather. You know, world class baseball stadium next to the water. I don't think you guys know how good you guys got it. Honestly, great seafood. Yo, seafood.
You don't have to sell the place to us, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm realizing is that I don't think I've ever not seen you in a suit.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
The first time today.
Oh, really? This is just dressing down just
Yeah.
for the first time today.
Yeah, I've been having allergies and.
Is that what it is? You poor
Yeah.
thing. We are having a terrible season with all the rain we've had.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was like ODing on antihistamines yesterday. I still couldn't get rid of it. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, maybe something more serious.
Yeah.
I mean.
It could be a flu or something.
Great. Thanks for bringing it in, man.
Yeah, I've been
Nice
on
to meet you.
Thanks a lot. I've been on the road for a little bit, so I think it's catching up to me.
Yeah. What
Couple of
is
days.
your schedule like? I mean, I know you from The Daily Show, where I got to say that every time you're on, I'm always like, John, my husband, John Ronnie's on.
John
You're going to
Ronnie's
want to
on.
see this. He comes running in.
It sounds like my mom. Yeah, he's on now. Yep.
Oh, they must be so proud of you.
Oh, parents?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, there you are on TV all the time.
Yeah, I don't think they know. They don't live in America.
Oh, but you must. Oh,
Yeah, so I don't know if they know.
will you stop it? Of course they know. You have a whole thing about your dad. You're just trying to make him proud.
What was that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hidden.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have Comedy Central, so he can't watch the show.
That is too bad.
The truth is, yeah, they don't live in America, and they don't have Comedy Central, so they just watch clips online.
They do.
Yeah, and I don't send it to them. I let them find it on their own, so it doesn't look like I'm trying to pump myself up.
Oh, within the family.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. They're the only people you can really brag to. You know that,
yeah.
right?
So they find it organically. That way I have plausible deniability. If they don't like it, I'm like, well, I didn't send it to you. So.
I didn't say you should watch
I
that.
didn't say you should watch. I didn't say it was good. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Did you come up through stand-up and try out to get on the show, or?
Yeah. So my primary thing is it continues to be stand-up comedy, and how they got me on the show was I was doing a show with Trevor Noah in, I think it was 2013 at Just for Laughs in Montreal. And
Before he got picked to.
Yeah, 2 years before he got picked, and then.
Wow.
So you guys just hit it off, and
Yeah, we hit it off, but I mean, we didn't even exchange numbers or anything. Like, we didn't talk for 2 years, and then when he got the show, they asked me to audition for the show, and it was basically him. He promoted me to. He was like pushing me to the other people. He forced me on. No one wanted me to
Shoehorned
say,
you
yeah,
on.
shoehorned me on. But he had the foresight to want Asian person on the show to speak for this population of people. So he empowered, this whole group of people to have a voice on the show. I happen to be lucky enough to be the outlet, but if it wasn't me, I'd still be psyched that this guy was willing to do that. He didn't need to do that. He's not he's a little secret, he's not Asian. He's also not he only did that because he felt the need to give these people a voice. So,
it's a pretty diverse cast now. I think about it.
Yeah, I know we got. I think we got all the bases covered now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, everything between. Yeah,
I don't think you have a Native American on there.
Native American. I think Roy's like 1/10.
Oh, really? Roy is?
Yeah.
Well,
Don't
so
quote me on that.
I've noticed that you spent some time living in New Hampshire. Of all
When I was a
places?
kid. Yeah.
So
Manchester,
were your
New Hampshire.
parents live? Oh, you lived in Manchester.
Yeah.
I'm from Boston originally, so
Oh.
it's funny because we always called you guys, the Cow Hampshire people.
Oh, well, yeah, we went there for college. We went to New Hampshire for college. So,
Oh, I thought you went to college in Australia.
as in my parents went there for college.
Oh,
so,
your parents did.
Yeah. My parents went to New Hampshire for college in their late 30s with 2 kids. They went to college for the first time in America for the first time, And then
How old were you guys?
I was like 3 years old.
Wow.
But then we were good immigrants because after they graduated, we went back to Malaysia. So we left afterwards. We didn't take jobs. We just studied. We got out. We got out
That
degrees.
makes you a good
We
immigrant.
paid and then we left.
All right.
So, yeah.
Now you're back here.
Now we're back. Yeah, taking all
Yeah.
the jobs. Yeah. It took me 20 years to get back here, but I'm taking all of them now.
Right. So,
Yeah.
and you're saying that your schedule is, I think, don't you guys work 5 weeks on, 1 week off?
No, we got shows Monday to Thursday, every day. So our schedule is just every day.
And then you're able to take off on the weekends.
Yeah, on weekends I come out and do stand up. Yeah, at night I do stand up at night. I go daytime's daily show. We tape the show and then at night I go do stand up around New York.
Just in New York.
In New York, yeah, and then on weekends I tour. You know.
So that's a grind.
Yeah, it's great, but man, it's the best. I get to visit great American cities.
Yeah.
I get to do stand up comedy, which is the best.
Experience the histamines.
Yeah, experience the histamine, everything. I love the histamines about the road, everything. Morning radio, it's awesome, man. This is like.
So do you actually enjoy getting up early and doing the morning radio tour? Because that's a grind.
I mean, you guys would know. It's a freaking grind. I used to do radio in Australia.
Oh,
So I know
really?
it's a grind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking all your good ideas and trying to put it on radio. You know.
Right.
It's-
Just try to and come up with something every single day.
yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
tough, man. Respect to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it very much.
I love doing it because it's part of the game. It's part of what
Sure.
Yeah, meeting the local radio host.
Part of the job.
Yeah, and talking about I feel every time I talk to a local radio host, I feel like I'm talking to the entire city. I get like a good
That's
sense of
actually a
city.
really
Right.
nice thing to say.
No, don't you f-
That's sweet. Well, we have
Yeah,
the best
absolutely.
listeners for
Yeah.
sure.
No, I can tell. I
Yeah.
can tell by your font.
Oh yeah,
Like this-
no, it's like a very friendly font.
Yeah, the
It's
Alice-
everywhere.
Yo, the Alice font, like you can tell a lot from the kind of people who listen. Yeah, it's not like it's not heavy metal.
No,
it's not like
no.
yeah, not that heavy metal people are bad people.
But
I'm
it's
just
not
saying.
like ABCs, you know.
Yeah, it's not
like,
kiddie. It's like
Right.
Everything's appropriate.
It is
about
grown-ups.
Yeah,
Grown-ups
grown-ups, but
listen.
chill grown-ups.
Right. Oh, funny.
Who aren't like
Look at you profiling our
I
listeners.
know, just totally,
Yep.
yeah, font profiling. You can't swear on this thing, right?
cannot.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
sorry
my
to
God.
say.
I guess I caught myself just now. I almost said pieces of whatever, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I'm really glad that you restrained yourself. It is
Yeah.
Friday, and we hate meetings. So it's fantastic.
But I know how this works. There's a dump button back there. I can say whatever I want.
There is.
There's a-
Actually, we all have dump buttons,
yeah,
just
just
in
5
case
second
somebody
dump.
else misses
Yeah.
it.
You
Look
guys
at you
wanna-
knowing all the ins and outs.
I know. You guys want an adrenaline rush right now?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I do want one.
We do not.
No, I
What
don't.
are you, nuts?
You're right, I don't. I didn't realize. I thought he was gonna, do it like in the
can
midair
drop-
somersault or
I
something.
can drop some bombs right now. We get all
Please don't.
panicked.
No.
So with your parents and their story,
Yeah.
and they came up working really hard, it sounds like, with kids and going
And
to school.
college.
And,
Yeah.
So when you said, I'm going to become a stand-up comedian,
Yeah.
how did that go over? And was there someone that you sort of looked at that you went, that's why?
No, I didn't tell them.
Oh.
I didn't. I just wanted to go do it. I didn't tell them. Yeah.
So
They
this
still don't
was-
know. They still don't know
Oh
what
my
the
God,
hell.
will you
Yeah.
Just stop it. So
I didn't. The truth is, I didn't tell them, and by the time they found out, it was too late. I was like too far into the game.
Right.
And you were doing well, so it was okay.
I was doing okay. Yeah, in Australia, I was doing okay. Yeah, and I
is
think
there a huge comedy scene there?
in Australia.
Yeah.
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 Like we know
that's
Arch
why Eddie
Barker.
flies
Yeah,
there.
right.
Eddie,
If,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. I
Oh, you
all
know
those guys.
Eddie?
I know
oh,
all
God.
those guys.
Longtime friend of the show.
Yeah.
We love Eddie.
Eddie's great. I met him in Australia. Arch Barker is the San Fran dude, and I play poker in his house in Australia. That guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I know all those dudes. Yeah, it's a huge comedy scene in Australia. I started out there. I started there 10 years, almost to the day, 2009, March 2009.
Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
So you just decided to do it, or you'd always been funny, or like?
Yeah, I just decided I couldn't get a job, so I was doing stand-up comedy. It was the global financial crisis, and baby boomers destroyed the global financial economy,
Yeah,
and
thanks
I
a
was
lot, Mom
coming
and
out
Dad.
of, I was coming out of,
Dig.
yeah, I was coming out a lot. Yeah, everyone's complaining about millennials. Like, what the hell did millennials ever do? What did millennials? They took a couple selfies. All they did was take some selfies. Everyone's complaining like they destroyed the world. No, baby boomers literally destroyed the world
And
for a couple.
continue
Yeah, and
to do
continue
so.
to. And now it's just ridiculous. Anyway, I'm not even millennial.
Right.
I'm in between. You know what I
Nice,
mean?
right.
I can see both. I'm like born in '85, so I'm in between millennial and Y.
Oh, is Y the one after Gen X?
Yeah, Y and then millennial. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just before millennial.
You're cusp.
So yeah, I'm objectively speaking here. I'm not even trying to defend myself. There's stuff I don't get about them, but hey, what the hell did they do? Look at you guys, man. You guys, talk about personal responsibility.
We're not baby boomers.
I know.
We're Gen X. Don't you looking at me?
No,
You're looking right at me when you said that.
I meant you guys.
Like you think
figuratively.
I'm the one who
sorry.
broke the
I'm sorry.
financial system.
Yeah,
It wasn't me.
My mistake for making eye contact. I'm sorry.
Don't make that mistake again.
very sensitive issue here, the global financial crisis. Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. So I didn't tell them. I just went to go do it, and then.
But it worked out. Obviously, you found your footing pretty quickly there. And
Yeah, I was okay. I rolled the dice. It came out. Usually comes out in my favor. The stand-up comedy. So I got lucky. Yeah, I got lucky with it.
Well, but you did. I mean, you say you got lucky, and I get that. There's some timing and stuff, but you also did a set.
Right.
Left there, probably bummed that it didn't go as well as you hoped it would. I mean, I can't help but beat yourself up over stuff like that, and then you went back, and did it again.
Yeah,
I mean, you worked hard. You
you take the
grinded
hits.
that, right?
Yeah, you take
Did
the
you
hits,
bomb your first time?
No, my first time I was awesome.
Oh,
first time,
you were? Okay.
First time I won this competition.
What?
Yeah, and
Your
then-
first time on stage, you won a competition?
Yeah, and then
So you're just kidding. You didn't just decide to do comedy. You'd always been funny, and you've been working on some stuff.
no, I didn't think of doing it. I just did it that one. Like every year, I would sign up for this comedy competition at my University of Melbourne. Shout out. And then every year I would chicken out the night before. And then my last year of university, I was like, okay, now or never. So I just signed up, and then I did it the next day.
And won it.
You won
Yeah,
the
went okay,
University of
yeah.
Melbourne.
And then
After chickening out year after year.
Yeah. And then I won that competition.
you could have gotten out of law school so much earlier.
Yeah, I know. And then the next show I did, I bombed. So there you go.
Well,
But that's ups and downs.
There's just no way you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Even the best guys, they
You
go
gotta
through
bump.
time. And
Thanks.
even if you do well, it doesn't matter what you do. Even if you do well, you're like, I missed that one thing, or I didn't.
Man, you're so into. You got a lot of comic friends. You watch a lot of
Well,
comedy.
I have comic friends, but we do it here. You leave here sometimes.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just like, oh God, I was awful today.
Yeah, why did I say that?
I
Or
just
beat
want to
yourself
not go
up.
back.
Yeah, but that's the thing about live performing. I think people don't appreciate enough. It's like the variables that take place in live performing. If you're a paying audience member, you shouldn't have to care about that. I'm not saying that you should be conscious. You should come to a show and it should be good. As professional performers, we should be able to deliver. But it's like sometimes you just have a bad game.
Right.
You just have a bad game. Like it's no one's fault. Like you did stuff that works all the time and now it just didn't work. Maybe some audience members being weird. Whatever, the lighting's off. You just have a bad game. It's just like in sports, and then you beat yourself up, like you said. But
Vinny has a fascination with it. I mean, you've talked at length about just how hard it is. Like what we do, we're really in a room with a few friends, and we're super comfortable, and it's day in day out. But getting up on stage and standing there with a spotlight on you and a crowd going,
sure,
go.
It's the highest. It's one of the highest arts, in my opinion.
That's very kind of you. It is very difficult. I think everyone's job has its difficulties, so I'm not gonna put it on a pedestal.
Right.
I mean, you guys are also being very modest. You guys grind it out every day. This isn't easy. You guys make it look easy because you're good. I know because
so
I used to try. I tried to do this in Australia, so I get it. Everyone's job is very difficult, but yeah, that's very kind. Thanks for appreciating it.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I think it takes creators to appreciate that stuff. I mean, if you don't make stuff, how can you ever have perspective into what it takes? How can you critique without creating?
Right.
If you ever notice, people who make stuff, you never crap on someone else's thing, even if you don't like it, because you appreciate the effort that went behind it.
right.
Or
These
even
freaking critics out there.
yeah, dude. Come to the show, you hear all about it.
Yeah.
Come to my stand-up show. I do 50 minutes on it. Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. If people who make stuff, we understand the amount of, to open a restaurant, the amount of risk it takes, the money, the profit margins are slim. And someone to come in and just go, the forks didn't come quick enough. It was like, whoa, dude. There's no concept anymore.
Right. Way to reduce it down to this little.
To this thing that wasn't even a.
Right.
It's just weird now in society. But yeah, that's part of it is being able to take the hits, I guess.
Well, welcome back to San Francisco.
Very
It is
happy to be here.
awesome to meet you. I know you have a full schedule this morning, so we'll let you go.
Yeah.
But
Before you leave,
Please.
let me just ask you. So, what do you have coming up that you're are you doing films? Are you? What,
Oh, yeah,
What are we?
congrats on
What can
the
we look
Crazy
for
Rich
coming
Asians.
up?
Thanks so much. Yeah, just stand-up tour is actually a rescheduled one from January. So this wasn't supposed to be one of my last dates on this tour. It's ended up becoming one of my last dates. So I've been on the road for a little bit, so I'm kind of like wrapping this one up. I got obviously on the Daily Show. I have this cameo in a movie which I don't think I'm supposed to talk about, but let's just say look out for the next sequel to a Japanese monster trying to destroy the city.
That one. I'm actually already looking forward to that one. You just have a little cameo in that?
Yeah, keep an eye out in Chinatown for a certain shopkeeper who is pushing the plot line forward. Yeah, that's all I got.
Excellent.
Ronny Chieng, awesome to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your time in San Francisco.
Thank you.
He's at Cobb's Comedy Club tonight and tomorrow.
Thank you.